merchandising genius, dude. That guy. Jesus Christ. Guys, we're rolling. Episode I can't remember.
Nah, I can't either.
Oi.
Shit.
Down the hatch, man.
We got some Dos Equis, which is 2 X's.
Appreciate.
For people that don't
Appreciate bringing. I've been drinking a lot more beer lately, which is interesting. I haven't been drinking a lot of whiskey.
Beer's delicious. It is.
Beer is. It's funny when you haven't had beer in a long time. Like my girl doesn't drink beer. I think for calories and all that bullshit. But when she takes a sip of my beer, she's like,
motherfucker.
Oh my god, dude.
It reminds you of the old school beer commercials, dude. Where the guy cracks his beer.
Yeah. What Angel says, Angel hasn't had alcohol or drugs or anything like that for 2 years. Do you know that?
Shit.
Yeah, he's been sober for 2 years.
Congrats.
For no other reason, not because he's had a problem or anything, just
didn't want it.
He didn't, he was fighting and all that, just pure health reasons and
keep your head in the game.
And then now he's like, I'm just on a streak, so I'll just keep the streak. He goes, but when I break the streak, I go, I told him, I go, you call me.
Hell yeah.
You call me, and we're not going to break it with like some cheap beer or whatever you want. It's going to be all top shelf. And he goes, no. If I break it, we're doing cocaine, my friend. And I go, okay, well, we have to wait till we can get the pure good stuff instead of, I don't want to give you fentanyl,
Fentanyl mixed with baby powder.
Yeah, just be shitting all night. I'm like, happy coming back.
What was this for?
Happy coming back, dude. You're in the bathroom all day.
And my dick still shrunk.
Yeah, and you got no dick, so it sucks. There's always a repercussion.
You gotta give. You gotta give to receive, dude. It's so fucked.
You're like, hey, you're gonna have so much fun tonight.
It's gonna be the greatest night ever.
Yeah, it's good, greatest night. You're gonna be so happy, pat your friends on the back.
But I hope you plan to not fuck at all.
But if you hook up with a chick tonight, she may be a little disappointed.
You're gonna tug on that thing like a little rope, dude, and then
so this is a quote people are saying, and I don't know who, but you're borrowing fun from tomorrow. So you're borrowing your happiness, like a hangover. Tomorrow you're gonna have a hangover. You're gonna be depressed. I get depressed when I'm hungover. I'm like, fucking shit, little world. So
borrowing your happiness.
You're borrowing some happiness from tomorrow.
It's pretty intelligent.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's pretty intelligent.
Makes sense, especially if you're doing a little blowsy. But I mean, if it's pure, if it's pure cocaine, you shouldn't be that hungover.
I don't think we would be.
Because it's the garbage that fucks you up. Yeah, when your sinuses are just jacked.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about Pablo Escobar at my job, and my buddy Victor was like, everybody says fucking El Chapo's the craziest motherfucker. He's like, no, fuck that, fucking, dude,
Escobar's still the guy.
Escobar, and I'm like, we started going off on the different stories, like how he had his own zoo. There's 70 new indigenous species in fucking Colombia because of him, because the fucking zoo just got let loose. Oh yeah,
that's funny. He's a wild boy,
dude. But I was like, but see, he did it smart. He bought schools. He made fucking libraries. Everything good that spot where he lived is because of the money that he used to put into it, dude. So I mean, at least he bought their. That's why he was so protected, because they're like, dude, we wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for him. The government doesn't give us nothing.
Right.
At least this guy's fucking, I don't care if he's doing this shit. He's giving us this.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Let's explore that, because I've thought that many, many times with we could say Pablo Escobar is a bad guy because he did blow up planes of innocent people and he did shit like that, right?
Killed a shit ton of people.
Killed a ton of people. Yeah. But... No, I'm not backing it, because I don't have a dog in the game or anything, but dog in the fight, dog in this fight. But what I'm saying is that the only reason he was doing that is because they were coming after him to get it to, so he's like, look, if you're gonna fuck with me, guess what? Boom, I'll kill everybody. Yeah. Right now, what would happen if you just let Pablo do his thing? Just out of curiosity, you know what I mean? Because cocaine's still going to flow. It's not. You're not going to stop it, guys. There'll be another one.
I mean, especially when our CIA is saying, yes, bring it to us. And then the feds are like, yes, bring it to us. Totally. Yeah, you know, and then they're like, we don't need you anymore. Stop doing what you're doing.
Right. And we're also going to arrest you to make a name for ourselves. That's because that's what they're doing. They want to make a name for themselves. And then they did, and he built his own prison. You know that one? Yeah. He built his own prison. So he's like, oh, yeah, I'll go to prison, but it'll be my prison.
It'll be mine.
Yeah, we'll just go in there. I'll have a phone in there. We'll be fine. I'll have transportation around. But I think about that with a lot of these, like the mob and all that shit. What if we just left them alone? Because a lot of the mob, too, was within their own game. You know what I mean? They killed people within their own game. Other than the fact that when they started racketeering and busting up innocent businesses and being like, hey, if you don't pay me, I'll fucking blow your shit. See, that we can't have that. Can't have that. But if you keep it within your own game, why is there an issue? You know? Because
it's only when they step over those certain lines, or like
which usually happens. I guess, right?
Or like we were just talking about, when we no longer need you. Like, we'll let you do whatever the fuck it is you need to do. Like, what's that one dude? Starts with a V. He's an old school 40s mobster.
Vito?
No, Valentino? No. Fuck. I could see his face in my head. But anyways, basically, he was locked up for life. And then we started struggling during World War II. We couldn't get supplies over to our guys. So they fucking asked this dude, hey, can you help us out? And he was like, sure, I'll help you out, but I need to be extradited back to Sicily so I can do my time over there. And fucking, he got all our guys fucking guns, ammo, fucking food.
Really? I didn't know that.
Our own government couldn't do this shit, and they fucking, God, what was his name? Valencia? No, not Valencia. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can look it up. I'll fill. Yeah, I mean, that happens a lot, right? Where it's like, where a lot of times these criminals will help out the CIA because they're just so good at it. Like, they are masterminds.
Yeah, they got the contacts. They got fucking,
And it's almost terrible that the government can't have those contacts except for one.
Lucky Luciano.
Oh, Lucky Luciano. Oh, okay.
Lucky. That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
Why. Yeah, it was Lucky.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have Las Vegas because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but we wouldn't have Miami if it wasn't for the cocaine trade and everything that was going on over there. We wouldn't have all these things really if it wasn't for mobsters and all this trade, because that's how much money flows back and forth. So it's kind of it's a give and trade, Well,
the only thing these guys were actually doing wrong in the government side is they weren't paying taxes.
Right. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Hey, assholes, pay fucking taxes. Get them off your back. Jesus Christ.
But isn't that some shit? They're like, hey, we got no problem with you breaking all these fucking laws, but you didn't fucking pay taxes.
Whoa,
dude.
You didn't pay taxes? Now.
That's how they got Capone, dude.
Yeah, that's how they got Capone. Hey, Capone, you fucking idiot. Just pay you got all the money. You just pay the taxes.
But then, this is what I'm thinking, too. If you pay the taxes on it, you're kind of admitting to doing the crimes, though, right?
Well, you paid taxes on your legitimate businesses, and you had plenty of legitimate businesses.
Yeah.
But see, what's funny, and also you can't keep records of your illegitimate businesses.
Yeah.
These guys, because you're organized, so you have to kind of know what's coming in and coming out. But hey, guys, you can leave a ledger behind that shows all your drug trade, your alcohol trade. During Prohibition, it's got all Capone's alcohol trade in a ledger. What are you doing, buddy?
But I mean, in his defense too, the whole alcohol thing was stupid as shit. And the only reason why that Prohibition thing happened is because that's how cops were gonna fucking make money.
Sure.
That's how they're gonna make money. So because the law was stupid, they passed it down on the people fucking revolted. And then they fuck people.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
There's in Long Beach right here at the brewery on the pier there off of 2nd Street.
Oh yeah,
The BBC is the brewing company. BBC, whatever.
Big Black Cock.
I know. That's why I didn't want to say BBC, but they call it BBC. Which when I moved on 2nd Street, my neighbor was like, "Hey, we're meeting at the BBC." I go,
"Hey, no, we're not."
Hey, no, I'm not. And we're gonna have a talk when you get home. I don't even know where I'm living. But it was the brewing something brewing company.
Yeah.
Belmont Brewing Company.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, anyway, let me clear that up. Let me clear it up. But anyways, they have pictures all over of the day Prohibition was lifted, and it's like people cheering, and it's all in black and white.
Fucking bottles.
It's
in
beautiful.
Hands
Yeah,
shit, dude.
there's so many beautiful like in the bathroom. You look at people just like the day Prohibition. They're just like,
Yeah, dude.
you know. But you think back now, like people were dying for this right here. People were getting murdered. Mobsters were being made because of this. People were in prison for life because of this.
Yeah, all the stigma over something that, dude, I just want to get a buzz and fucking.
You had to lie to women, being that you were consuming alcohol, and then they heard about it and they were like,
oh, this dude's fucking.
Whoa.
He's one of those.
he's one of those people.
Yeah.
You know, that's where Nucky Thompson came about.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a real guy. You know,
Yeah.
You've seen Boardwalk Empire.
Hell yeah,
great
I watched
show.
it because you recommended it. Fuck yeah, it was.
Great show.
That was.
Nucky Thompson's a real guy. He's a real politician.
I know, because
Yeah.
I couldn't help but watch the flick without looking into all that
Yeah,
stuff.
Enoch Thompson. Yeah.
Went down a whole rabbit hole with all them gangsters back then, dude.
And they were smart too.
Very
Nucky
smart.
Thompson goes into politics. His brother becomes a police officer, and then they run shit. Beautiful, and it's all just alcohol. All they're doing is just trading in some alcohol, making
That's
a couple
it.
bucks.
Yeah.
You make it illegal, now people can make money on it. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Yep. Every time.
But, and of course, policemen and government, you're not that stupid to know that's not how it works, right?
Yeah. You can't be.
And you're getting in on it. Of course, you're in on it, you crooked fucks.
That's
You know?
why there's so much evidence missing in their fucking lockers all
So
the time.
much evidence. And I've said it many times, dude. I'm almost jealous. I want in. I want to see it.
I want to just
I want to see it so bad.
just give me fucking 5 minutes alone in that police lockup, dude.
Yeah.
With whatever I want to take, dude.
Will you pop that for me?
Yeah.
Do you think? They tell presidents everything?
Fuck no.
Whoever they is. See, we don't even know who they is.
Well, we know some of who they is, like Blackwater. We know
Well,
CIA.
yeah, but it's a name. Those are gangs. Those are names.
Yeah, they
We
are,
don't know the people.
They are gangs, and it's funny how they tried to label us gangs.
Yeah.
when we were kids, dude.
You give it a
they're
name.
they're the real gang.
They're the real mobsters. They're the real mob.
Oh yeah, because I'll fucking thrash your life.
Never
you know?
mind the 5 families. Never
Right?
mind.
No. Actually, they're nice enough to just kill you.
Yeah.
You know, but the government, no, they'll fuck your whole life up.
They'll fuck your life up. And they go, well, you missed some taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. You missed some taxes.
Looks like you're gonna have to do some years with some real hard-hitting motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay. Oh, you don't pay me? Well, we're going to put you in a cage.
Well, and before we do that, we're gonna stop all your money flow
Yeah.
and make sure that it's coming.
Oh,
to
yeah,
us.
we can reach into your banks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be legal.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be legal for anybody to do.
Hey, we see you have some kids over there. You paying in the child support? You paying right on the child support?
Mhm.
Oh, well, I mean, we are getting paid on that too. We get taxed for everything. Guess what? If you don't pay taxes, we're upset.
No,
Yeah.
what really fucking blows my mind is, so when I get my paycheck, it's taxed already, right?
Yeah.
It's already taxed.
Oh, yeah.
When I get that money that has already been taxed and I go and purchase shit in this fucking state and then it gets
you get
taxed
taxed
again.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, I gotta fucking pay more taxes. Like, dude, I feel like there's so many tax dicks up my ass that
It's so funny. It's we're delirious from it.
Right?
It's so funny.
It's
Yeah.
no matter how you turn. Hey, you like breathing? I'm gonna tax that next.
Yeah.
Because we already got your water, motherfucker, and
It's
you need that to live.
It's very funny. It's so funny. Like you're just, but you're born into it here in America. I mean, you're born into be like, okay, yeah, we pay taxes. That's what
Yeah.
we do. Sure, we pay taxes. You can't really look at it logically. It'll make you nuts.
It will. But what really fucking irritates me nowadays is I would not mind paying taxes, Ian. I would not mind if they would
I know where
actually
you're going.
go
Yeah, I know.
to the things that they're supposed
I
to.
know.
Instead of Gavin Newsom's failed train where he smuggled, what was it, $12 billion? $22 billion, something like that? Anyways, it was a high amount of shit for just 2 football fields of track, and that's it.
It's
And billions gone.
yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Yeah.
There kind of needs to be like a tax revolution. Like, I want to sue the fuck out of this state for taxation without representation.
And what sucks is I was really sure by this age I wouldn't be attached to the government at all, man. I'd have some fake name. I'd be fucking running my shit without having to do anything.
You and me both.
It's impossible.
Yep.
It's impossible. I mean, we didn't think the internet was coming.
There's
that's why I changed my last name. I didn't want to be able to be looked up or because I also thought I'd be pushing the envelope a little more than I did. Other than now they're like, oh, you wanna run your own business? Well, that doesn't happen. We need to know everything about you, But it's funny. Never mind my last name. You type that in, Ian Charles Levitt. It's like born. You're just like, oh, okay, nice. Lived here, lived there. What the fuck?
What was funny? Yeah. I think I can talk about this now. When I was in the Navy, I used a computer to look myself up.
Yeah,
and I got the hits on every fucking Justin E. Swan in the fucking military at the time. So there was 2 of us in the Navy, 1 in the Marine Corps. And 1, I think it was like Air Force or something like that, dude. But it was weird how I could just boom, boom, boom.
We can find you.
And there it is.
Yeah, I mean, they also have these private investigator sites. And basically what you do is you pay like $30 and you can look up somebody's whole life. It's insane. Now, a little bit of that worked out for me back in the day when that homeboy tried to steal my limo.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so I used a little bit of that. Vic helped me with a lot of that, but it was I just got, here's his whole life.
Well, you want to hear something real funny that I've learned from because I like to watch some forensic stuff, to see how things are figured out, when it comes, especially murder scenes where to me it just looks like a disaster.
Yeah.
And the guy walks you through it and he's like, oh, okay, this and that. Most crimes are solved nowadays, Ian.
How's that?
DNA, and it's not what you think. It's through that 23andMe thing.
Oh, okay.
You just gave all your shit to a database that the government can still control.
Right.
So not only can they track you, anybody that's fucking related to you, it just brings all the spider web together.
And I've had questions about this 23andMe. Mm-hmm. I don't think I can wrap my brain around how they're able to how they're able to do that.
I question the same thing too, because I'm like, unless they got everybody else's blood in a fucking database. But yeah, it's because those other people, everybody that signs up for those or other ones.
But like what about people who've been dead for 100 years, and they're like, oh, you're related to this person. You're like, how would you know? I don't get it. How do you know that?
I mean, it would just be.
I'm so cynical, dude.
To somebody else that's related to that is how it is.
Okay.
So
I've been actually meaning to do it. Actually,
don't do it.
Don't do it. I think, man, I'm sorry, bro. I've given up. They got all my shit anyways. It's fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got all my shit. I can't run a business. I can't do my shit without putting my whole life into it.
So are you doing it to find out your family heritage?
Well, because the Levitts over here stop talking to people all the time. That's what happens in both sides. So, I mean, I didn't know I had a Jewish heritage till I was like 26, dude. Because my dad is like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like my dad doesn't give a fuck. Because he cut his family off. My mother cut her family off. So I didn't know.
Gotcha.
So I was like, oh shit, Dad, we're Jewish? Holy shit. I didn't know that. The fuck, dude. But I was like, no wonder I'm good at business.
Well, what's funny is just this is what I've done so far with mine, because I felt that same way, but I didn't want to do it the easy way with the fucking 23andMe and all that.
Yeah.
So what I did is just ask the ones of us that are still alive what they got.
Yeah.
And I found out that my dad's dad had already done something similar like that, when he was still alive. So I got that tracing back even further. And then I got like the war stuff from the Civil War on my mom's side.
Yeah.
And so little by little I'm collecting my own
I mean, most
stuff.
of us have to have some sort of family Now my people came from Scotland and from fucking Germany. You know what I mean? So I had ancestors that were running from the Holocaust, and I had family over here running from the English, right? But even still, I'm like, everyone at one point in America probably linked to somebody that fought in the Civil War.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I got to know that. I got to know.
Especially if you got Scottish blood coming, because
The Scottish were immediately, when they're like, we will fight wherever we're at. Whatever army is where we're at, yeah.
we can stay on this land, we're going to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got Scotch-Irish and I got Black Irish in my family. I got two different types of
Black Irish is what?
It's just means that you're like a Protestant from a certain village. So it's basically your Catholic belief and where you're at in the town, and wherever it is in Ireland, which I guess is Southie.
So it's a like more on the religious side,
Religious and location.
and location side. Okay,
yeah.
Because I was watching 30 Rock, and they called Conan O'Brien that you Black Irish son of a bitch. Like on one of the episodes, I was like, Black Irish, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it don't mean skin color. No, it just.
I didn't think that. I was like, because I imagine it was like somewhere in Ireland or something. Yeah.
Yeah, because then they got if you're a Protestant or you're different denominations, they'll call you a different color. All I've known is mine, and I've heard somebody be called Red Irish before too. But
because it's funny, it's always like where people, like a lot of ladies, they send off for 23andMe. It always come back, oh, look at this, I'm Indian. Like all women think they're half Indian or something, right? For some reason. But I go, no men are? How does that happen? It's just all women. They're like, hey, you're 3% Indian. And I'm like, oh, good for you. And then no men come back Indian. So what? I'm just like, are they lying to you?
I think
because
so.
women love to be like, I'm Indian.
They're like, here, we'll throw you this little bone real quick because we know that'll make you smile.
Yeah, and I hate that I'm so cynical. I'm constantly like, how do you know they're not lying to you?
But it's a good thing
just to get your money.
It's a good thing.
Is it? Is it really?
I think so.
I'm starting to maybe not.
You're not gonna be taken as a fool, fucking everywhere you go.
Yeah, but I question fucking everything, which means I can't be happy.
Well, what do you? Would you rather be happy and dumb, or would you rather be intelligent and fucking just
pissed off?
Yeah, like me,
happy and dumb. I'd rather be happy and dumb. Yeah.
Sometimes I would. Too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. While you're saying it, you already stopped yourself.
I did, dude. You saw me backpedaling.
Yeah, you were like, oh shit.
Mid-sentence, you walked me right into this one, didn't you?
You're just a dumb guy. Just like, fuck yeah, it's awesome, dude.
I don't care. Yeah. You got a small dick. I know.
Hey, baby, you're a fucking 3% Indian? Hell yeah. How? Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think, okay, you got to find the happy medium of being ignorant and dumb.
Yeah, you can't be too much of one or the other.
Right. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. And then you're that guy. See, but I suppress my questions about everything. Depending on what room I'm in, I'm not going to fucking, some dudes over there just be like, and I'm like, no, it isn't, dude. I'm not going to do that. I just go, okay, interesting, bro.
Yeah.
I used back in the day, I'd be like, fucking idiot.
I do the same thing. I just say, oh, okay, in my head. I don't even say shit out loud. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I know I don't need to talk to you about anything.
Yeah, but what you can do is, see, it's the fun game of being like, how else can I come back and make talk yourself into a corner? Like good interviews would do that.
Yeah,
they'll be like, oh shit, like
like the girl that the girl that cried. It's so misogynist.
100%.
Can you explain what that is? Can I go?
Right, 100%. And just like the girl at, even with guys though, but it's all, the girls are the example. But just like the girl with Shorty at Alex's when she was like, I'm being abused. And I was like, oh, he abused you? Like, was it like physical? Was it verbally? Like, or was he just being a real asshole? And then when I said real asshole, she knew I kind of got her. Like, okay, you weren't being abused, right?
Yeah.
He was just kind of a little bit of a dick, and I guess y'all broke up. Yeah. And now you're trying to play this card.
Your emotions have taken over, girl.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where I played that right. Look at Elizabeth Shue, dude. We're watching a movie called Behaving Badly, I guess. And this was at a great time where we can just get
Yeah.
hot chicks in a movie, and the movie sucks. Probably it's probably so bad.
Yeah,
She's got a Sublime shirt on.
I'm enjoying it on mute though, dude, because she's still a smoke show, dude.
Well, yeah, you can't have these idiots act. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're just
yeah,
dumb.
definitely not. That's
Let's
not what
bring
they're
that
there
back.
for.
Just dumb hot actors. You know what I mean? Where they're just partying.
Right?
And look at this dipshit. Like the hot. Look, she's trying to get at him. Just do it, you
Wow.
fruitcake.
Dude,
You little fruitcake.
no real man would just run from a
Well,
chick
hold
like
on. I
that.
think that's his best friend's mom. I think that's what's doing. So
All right.
I'd have to say no to that.
I don't know though, dude. I mean, what if your best friend was like, dude, no.
Usually, if
Nah,
if your friends have a hot mom, and they usually know it, they know
They
that's
do.
their mom.
Yeah, they do.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
And they've kind of made peace with that. Like when they have a hot sister, right?
Yeah.
They make peace. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess some of my friends are gonna fuck my sister. I guess that's the life I have.
There's
I've been
guys and
cursed
girls,
with this bullshit.
right?
Yeah, uh-oh. See, now then it has to get wacky. You know, it has to be dumb and wacky.
Oh yeah, they're not showing the other angle.
No, like she's trying to chase him around the kitchen, and then she slips and falls, hits her head or something. Yeah, you see his lips? That's my mom. Oh, there it is. That's her. Yeah, yeah, he's got a hot mom. But also, mom, hey, mom, let's not. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
That definitely can't be the son.
Hold on. I thought that was.
Oh, that.
Hold on.
So that was the son.
Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to stick with me here.
It sounded like she said.
Okay, now. I don't know what. Oh, she's going to use that on herself? She's using the egg baster on herself? That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
That would never. Yeah, come on.
That's insane, dude. Okay, listen.
From the look on Billy's face, he had apparently never seen his mother masturbating on
Yeah,
the kitchen
it's
floor.
his mom.
What the hell are you doing to my mom?
That's his mom, and then she
Yeah.
comes and kisses him and licks her own son.
She got to be on.
Whoa. Look at this.
Yeah. Ugh.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, she's probably on ecstasy or something. She's on ecstasy.
Yeah, she is. She kept touching his sweater.
Yeah,
you
she's-
saw how his sweater was all fuzzy too.
She's on ecstasy.
Yeah.
But even still, it's like, what are you doing
What a
licking
weird
your...
fucking flick to make, dude. But I mean, it was like I said, it was better with the fucking mute button on.
Yeah, once you watch these idiots act, you know, you're just like, holy shit. Look at this. Look what's going This guy's... Jesus Christ, guys. Jesus, look at the ball sack even has the stitch across the center, whatever the fuck that is. Hey, what is that?
That's the wall, dude. That's a wall.
See, now we're talking. See, we got to quickly get to it.
Yeah, it's a wall so your balls don't cross and mix up your fucking vast
Oh, really?
veins. Yeah.
It's a seam. It's like the sack
Yeah,
seam.
dude, because if that thing went there, imagine your balls getting tangled up, dude.
I think that happens.
Yeah, if that wall is gone.
I think that that has happened to people where their
Well, it strangled itself. Yeah, it strangled itself, but not
like-
to where they cross. You can't. Yeah, you can't cross.
they got long balls, and then they switch over, and then it's a problem. I think that's a thing, dude. I heard that somewhere. We got to look at that. We got to bring these movies back. Because imagine shooting this movie has just got to be.
Oh, yep. It's acid too.
It's just got to be fun. So they're dropping acid and
Yeah,
Molly.
because he just dropped a white blotter.
Why is your mom there, guys? But have you ever? Okay, do you ever been to parties where like the mom is kind of hanging out with everybody?
Yes, we both have.
Yes, and that's that.
You remember the mom we're thinking about? That was.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
it was right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If you make a left.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a little awkward at a certain time too, dude. But I was like, hey, you know.
And then you're kind of like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm like, I guess everybody got to get theirs.
No, it's cool. No, I mean, and also probably the mom at that when her younger years was probably
Real fun.
Now, there's two things. She was either fun and she misses all that.
Real fun,
She misses being a fun chick.
Or never got the chance to be fun.
Never got a chance to be fun. She had kids early.
Yeah.
And didn't do that. And now when she's older, she's like, fuck it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
she was great to all of us, so I didn't care.
No problems. There's no problems. But I mean, it's like
It's kind of weird though.
it's a little weird. Yeah. We had and then we'll close out. Oh no, not yet. We had. Let's see. How do I explain this? I guess the twins had like a hot mom, and we were in wrestling together. We also even baseball. They had a hot mom, and she would show up with the shortest shorts,
skimpies, yeah,
fake tits way out, and
she
you're
was
just
trying
like,
to get looked at. Yep.
And everybody was just like, dude, we gotta fuck your mom. We have to.
Yeah.
And we're I'm not saying I said that, but I'm saying like, that's what everyone's thinking.
It was a mutual fucking.
Everyone's just like, holy shit. And we're 19 or whatever. What's high school? 17?
Yeah.
15? I don't even know what high school is in.
Young, dumb, full of cum.
And you're just like, holy shit.
Banger comes out.
We have to bang your mom. Can we spend the night at your house?
Yeah.
We have to.
When's the next group session?
But they seem to be so cool with everything. They're just like,
yeah.
They're like, yeah, I got it. Did Baron fart? Baron's farting over there. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's all right.
You have to just get used to it. It is what it is. The dog's fart.
Oh, I can combat that. Hang on.
Oh, no. What are you doing? Oh, there you go. What does that smell like? Strawberry? I thought you were going to try to blast one on your own. I was like, that's not going to help.
It smells like Pine Sol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like a pine salt. What is that? Weed or nicotine?
Yeah, weed.
Oh, it's weed?
Yeah.
I always wanted to try the nicotine one.
Nicotine's one. They taste like shit.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I could never understand it. I tried it because a buddy of mine gave me this whole little package that he got. He's like, here, and it's got like fucking all these different refills and shit. And I was like, ugh. Nope. Yeah, actually, because when I do the weed sticks, it makes me want to smoke cigarettes less. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I can go a whole day without smoking a cigarette as long as I get that weed, baby.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That may be a new development for you, huh?
Yeah, but I'll get
Cut down on the cigs.
I'll get too retarded if I pull on that thing.
Yeah, you'll just be fucking stoned all day.
Yeah, I'll come over to your house and be like, Ian, we gotta get some fucking pizza, dude. Stat.
Sounds awesome. Pizza sounds so good right now.
Fully loaded. I don't want them skipping on anything.
Fully loaded Domino's pizza.
Ooh.
Come on, dude.
Remember the round table ones, like after the ball games
Yep.
and shit we used to get?
Great. Remember Straw Hat Pizza over there?
Yeah, Straw Hat.
I
dude.
miss Straw Hat.
That was a good
Straw
one,
Hat
too.
was great, man.
Yep, always fully loaded, dude.
Yeah.
And it's funny because all the kids now, they're like cheese and pepperoni. I'm like, you fucking boring little shits.
Because they made it like a thing too, where it's like, because I hate this thing too, where it's like they're upset about pineapple, like a Canadian bacon and pineapple. You ever heard that one?
No.
They're like, that should never be on a pizza. I go, I beg to differ. Pineapple on a pizza is fantastic.
Pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? Shut up. Give me the pizza I want.
Yeah, it's
Hipster
not a
kid.
fucking anchovy or something weird like the. You know.
The anchovies are rough.
Yeah, that's
Those
too
are
much.
rough, dude.
That's too much, dude.
Dude, I could use a good pizza. Look at this lucky son of a bitch. Everyone gets a little bit of Elizabeth Shue tonight.
Damn, dude.
Something's going on with this guy. What's going on?
Oh,
Dude, there's chaos going on in this movie.
I think she sobered up. I think she sobered up, dude.
Now we got adults running in here. There's nothing more than a buzzkill when you're all hammered with your friends at a party and an adult shows up. You're just
I remember those days.
Remember those days?
Oh, I do.
A parent walks in, you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Fuck.
shit. You're like, it's just, you don't even know what to do. Whoa.
What?
This chick is out of control, dude. Elizabeth Shue is out of control.
Hey,
Like, she's trying to get in on teenagers.
look, the chick had 3 tits on her wall. Behind this guy, it was the chick from fucking, what's it called? Total Recall. She had 3 boobs.
Nice. Look at her. Yeah, she's definitely on
X.
X.
Yeah.
But when's the last time you did ecstasy?
Fuck. 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Something like that.
Dude, that X is a wild
See, look,
situation,
right?
dude.
Move your face, guy.
And what sucks about X is your dick doesn't work either. That's the misnomer.
Trade. That's the trade.
Yeah, but everyone made it seem like it was like, oh, it's the best sex you've ever had on X. You're like, how? It doesn't work.
When you take that, are you supposed to see 3 titties? You saw it right behind the shoulder?
Nah, I missed it.
So when you drop that, are you supposed to drop one of them other blues? Those rock hard fucking dick pills?
Oh, maybe. Man, I'd be afraid to do that, though, to be honest with you. There's so much heart situations going on.
Well, not only that, dude, I don't know about them pills and if it's going to get me stuck like that, you know?
I don't think so. I think because people do them. You know, now they have so many different little pills.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a Blue Chew that they're talking about these days. But
that would be my luck, dude.
Well, no, I say don't do if you're young and you don't need to do them yet. What I heard is it causes problems.
All right, come on, move out of the way. Let's see the 3 titties.
Man, she is. What a movie to shoot, guys.
Yeah.
What a movie to shoot. And she's weird looking. Is she weird looking to you?
Yeah, she is. She's very mousy and
the face is scrunched in.
Smashed in
it's
head.
Smashed in. What a great movie to make, though. You got Elizabeth Shue just feeling up on everybody.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't have mind getting casted for that, dude, if I was fucking single.
Just the luckiest motherfucker ever, dude. You're just like, wait, especially at his age, what is he, 24 probably? And he's like, he reads the script. He's like, oh, shit. So I'm making out with Elizabeth Shue.
You mean the chick from Karate Kid that I used to masturbate to?
See, I go, you mean from Back to the Future? Like, holy shit! I think I'm gonna lose my mind here. And I would, you know, like I passed the chick from Full House when I was on the fucking On Call show. You know, she's on that. So the chick from Full House, I passed her in the fitting room, and I was like, oh, you know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously I can't. Yeah, but I was like, man, I'd love to know. You know, just be like, can I jerk it to you just right now, real quick?
Can you fold your legs so I can stick my penis?
Hey, real quick, let me put it in the bank. Can I put it in the bank for a sec?
Hey, can you just flick the tip?
Because there's something to that. I think it's something.
Oh no.
Okay, see now we got. See that's what this movie is. It's just wackiness.
It's stupid.
It's just wackiness, guys.
It's just stupid.
It's dumb.
Now she just got hit.
Look at this guy.
Oh, and he punches the cop. Oh, it's. Nobody here has ever thrown a fist.
Hey, look, it's a Wee Man.
Fucking Wee Man's in it.
Wee Man's a midget news reporter. See, look, I like these type of movies. Just fun movies. It's a fun movie.
Zap the midget.
It's a fun movie. You zap the midget. You got naked chicks. You got Elizabeth Shue.
He got zapped in the cock, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's just dumb and silly. I like these movies. Let's do it. Just fun. It's fun movies. And then it goes straight into a Botox commercial.
Oh yeah. Here's another million ways for you to waste your money,
dude. We're 8
to 9 headaches a day.
Look at the ass on that chick. You know we're the only. Us and New Zealand are the only ones that are allowed to advertise pharmaceuticals. Do you know that?
No, I wish we weren't.
We are. It's just us and New Zealand. Other places, it's illegal to advertise pharmaceuticals.
I think they need to get on board with that.
Yeah,
because I'm tired of it, dude.
And Americans are also the only ones that's on say social media that sees the world's social media, right? Where other countries, they can only see their country, or they only see positivity. You know, like Asian countries, they only see like the positive shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't see, or they only see what they're allowed to see.
Yeah.
Which most of the time it's like studying and positivity shit like that. Americans are just bombarded with fucking chaos.
Everybody else's shit.
Everybody's just like
everybody's communist country. Everybody's fucking Muslim fucking hatred.
And then it gets us all just like, oh, we have to riot in the streets for fucking we don't know, but if we have blue hair, if we have blue hair and out of shape, we have to riot.
You know what? I want criminals in my country And if you won't let them stay, I'm going to burn down your cop cars.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but hey, guys, like I know we're looking for Hispanic rights, right?
No,
Well, I got one for you. How about Cain Velasquez? Let's get that motherfucker out of jail, right?
When I was watching those so-called protests and whatnot, dude, I saw so many white arms raising fucking Mexican flags.
The palest of white arms.
The palest, dude. Yeah, like these are the same ones during the Black Lives Matter movement.
It's the same. They just move on.
They've regurgitated
just same shit. Yeah, from Black Lives Matter to Ukraine to this. They just keep moving.
You need to be angry at America. Get the fuck out of my country, then, motherfucker. How's that?
Just a bloated, flabby white arm.
Yeah, and it's always the worst looking and acting people, and they're like, yeah, follow me. I'm like, no, you know what follows you is diabetes.
I mean, look, let's look. I'm down for. How about a protest for Cain Velasquez? He's in prison right now, right? So we're putting people in prison for retaliation if his son gets molested, huh?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So that boy's in prison for another 2 years, I think, because they says he served time already. So we'll see. But hey, maybe I'm down for a protest for him. How about that? Do we actually really care about Hispanic people or not?
It doesn't seem like it. It's only when it fits their agenda, dude.
Right? Yeah. Not the real Hispanics that fucking handle business like a Cain Velasquez, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Go fuck
fucking
yourself.
Real man, dude.
Yeah. Fuck yourself, dude. If you guys are protesting for Cain, I'm in.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
we'll get on board.
Other than what your blue hairs are in. What the blue hairs are, I think they like a little child molestation. I think they're in.
I think that's totally their whole fucking agenda.
Yeah,
that's why they're so upset. They're like, no, don't deport anybody, because then whose children are we gonna fuck?
Yeah, how are we gonna import sex trafficking?
These Democrats promise us plenty of fields of children to fuck, and now all of a sudden we're getting yelled at.
But I think I bet you could do it if somehow we can identify these people, and then we'll get out of here. I think we somehow identify these people and be like, look, it's the same protesters that was at Ukraine, that was at Black Lives Matter.
That's why they were passing out those masks. They didn't want that facial recognition.
Isn't that wild that they're passing out the masks?
Mm-hmm. Well funded.
Sure
by
is.
A bunch of cocksuckers.
Sure is well funded, isn't it? And then these sissies just get in line.
Oh, yeah.
You just get in line, motherfucker.
They just they're upset with themselves, mostly.
Just get in the assembly line.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
What do you want us to do?
Exactly. Just feed them fucking breadcrumbs, dude, and they'll do
just
whatever.
Just throw them the fish. They'll do it. You know what I mean?
Shit.
That's what they're doing. They're just out there. And I see all the fucking all you protesters out there. You just throw them.
I kind of feel like Bernie Mac right now, but I gotta say this: America, I love you. I love this country. I love most of the people here. Well, I would have to say everybody who loves their country, you're a real American, and I love you as much. But the rest of you fucking idiots that want to complain and say that you don't think it's fair that we're getting people out of this place, why you wave the flag of the place that we want you to fucking go back to.
Doesn't make any sense.
Go pound sand.
It doesn't make sense.
Go pound sand. America's back. We're going to get stronger than ever. All this sissified Democratic bullshit, blue hair fucking nonsense is going to go away.
It's pretty interesting how they're able to turn them so fast, though, isn't it?
And you fuckers are acting like a cat when you put it in the sink to wash it. Mm-hmm. That's what the Dems are acting like, dude. They're clawing at anything they can to stay afloat.
Yeah, I mean, dude, throw me the fish, please.
But it ain't happening.
What else do I have to do? What's next? Okay, because we'll be done with watch in another week. We'll be done with the immigration. It'll be something else.
Oh, it's going to be the Iran war
because. Right, the Iran war is next.
Definitely,
they're waving that one.
Oh yeah,
God, that's got to be fun to be at the top to go. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Like I bet fucking.
click.
I bet the Democrats and the conservatives are up there together. Just be like, okay, watch this one,
right.
and then they're throwing money. Like the conservatives, be like it won't work.
I bet you they'll flip out on this one. No, they won't.
No, they won't. Watch this and tweet.
Here goes all the news stations saying the same thing on this side. Here goes all the news stations saying the same thing on this side, and watch them fight. Oh wait, they're not fighting.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Well, let's try this one.
I lost another million. You son of a bitch. They're just on the same couch. They're on the same couch. The conservatives and Democrats just going, watch this. Nah, watch this. You got me. Fuck. Wow. Holy shit. They're riding on that. Oh my. Look, they're riding for that.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I thought they would have liked it.
Yeah, and then Trump's sitting there like, you guys deported way more people, right? And then they go, it doesn't matter. We don't care. We don't care. They don't care.
Obama deported more people than I have.
I mean, but he didn't come to their homes.
I mean, you got Hillary Clinton. Everybody wanted Hillary Clinton. She's literally on there. If you don't speak English, get out of here, right? That was her running speech. And then now they're just like, But I think it's funny if you picture if you picture the Dems at a party, the Dems and the conservatives at a party, and that's what they're doing. They're just going, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And we don't even have to put it on the news. We can just tweet it. Holy shit, we just put it on the internet.
No facts, nothing. We don't need shit.
And they're riding in the streets, and everybody's like, what a bunch of fucking idiots, dude.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
this is the easiest fishing day I've ever had.
They're just fishing, dude. And then you fucking idiots go out there and do their bidding, you morons.
Oh, yeah. Ruin other people's lives in light of something that doesn't even exist.
Just dumb, dude. It's becoming almost comical, where you're just like, look at you. I mean,
fucking dopes.
And it's never, you never see a guy that looks like, Cain Velasquez is a good example. Fuck it. You never see him out there. You don't see that boy out there. You know what I mean? These are the grossest people you've ever seen. They don't have jobs. They don't have families. They don't have friends. They don't have kids. And then they barely can move out there.
They don't have morals. They don't have truth. They don't have shit.
Well, because they've lost it. They've lost their way.
Well, yeah,
they don't have anything.
They're going to go wherever the money tells them to. They have no foundation.
Yeah, I mean, they want government assistance. They need government assistance.
But they want to throw rocks in the window of the same government.
Well, but they don't think so. They don't think it is.
Yeah.
They're lost people. You know
Very
what I mean?
lost.
Yeah. They don't even, they're never mind morally, but they're so unhealthy. Their body hurts. They have zero their family's already disappointed at them.
Which kind of brings me back around to my suicide booth idea.
Yeah.
Telling you, wherever these riots, instead of putting out pallets of bricks, guys, we need to start putting suicide booths for these motherfuckers to walk into and just go ahead and whack themselves and flush.
And they would definitely.
I know they would.
And if you told them, be like, hey, this is for democracy, or this is for
you're gonna be the new patriarch for this fucking bullshit thing that we came up with.
There'll be a line. Ooh, yeah, tell me where to go.
I can be the next George Floyd. Yay!
Let me get in the assembly line. Yep. Yep.
And then we just clear house. The rest of us can find parking. I mean, we could fucking go.
And then we'll forget about that cause a week later.
Right.
The flag will come down. There'll be another flag. New colors. They won't know the blue hair. All of a sudden, it'll be purple instead.
It'll be blue with a silver streak, because now that's how you're serious.
Yeah, they really got it. You got to be fatter than ever.
And if you're not fat, you don't have room to speak.
Yeah,
right? Because you got to be obnoxious and grotesque to look at.
There's a comedian that has a funny joke, but it was like, he was like, these body positive chicks are just like, and then he goes, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You look just like Lizzo. You look just like Lizzo. And she's like, what the fuck? Fuck you. And you're like, wait, hold on. I thought you were Miss Body. The other day, you were just talking about how beautiful she is. You don't want to look like her? Oh, I see.
Now we call you on your bullshit.
Oh, you really don't want to.
And your hack has gone to waste.
Yeah. All right, brother. Let's get out. Let's go jam.
Oh, yeah.
Oi, down the hatch.